Hey guys, congratulations on another win. Benny, I'll ask you, going back the last couple of weeks here, you guys, with maybe the exception of the Oshawa game, your starts have been really, really good. Everybody's kind of right from the drop of the puck really kind of seems to be coming out hard and playing strong to start the games. Same thing tonight. You guys come out with a good jump.
Yeah, no. Hello? Is that good? No, it's not going.
Test.
There it is. No, I think it all starts off in practice. We've gone out hard, started practice, and made sure that we're dialed in right at the start, and our warm-ups have been good, and our in the room morale has been unreal. It's been really exciting to get going, and I think that helped us get in and get settled. But yeah, like you said, I mean, the last few have been really good, and I think we're just looking to build off that going forward.
You mentioned about the group being tight. You look at all the injuries, especially on the back end. You guys have been playing shorthanded for quite a while now, but the guys really seem to come out hard, play strong together, and play kind of a strong team defense. Talk to us about being that shorthanded and you know how well you guys have kind of come through this.
Yeah, like you said, I think it all comes back to being a team, and we all want to play in those tight games and win those tight games. So everybody's going to sacrifice their body, and I mean, there's some big blocks from guys like Tyson Doucette today in the final minutes of the game that at the end of the day, you never know what, maybe one of those sneaks through, they get some momentum, and then the game changes, right? So I think it's about those forwards blocking shots, our defense keeping everybody to the outside, and I mean, it's been really exciting lately and a lot of fun to watch.
Wearing the new gear tonight, looks good, by the way. Where'd you come up with the design?
Yeah, so I said I want to do something kind of vintage, kind of throwback, and they sent me Ed Balfour's pads, and I said, sure, let's do it. So I was made up right away like that, and yeah, they turned out really nice, and I like them.
Marcus, wanted to ask you what it's like, first of all, being in Canada. What's the move been like for you, and what's it like living here in Canada?
Yeah, I like it here. It's pretty similar to Sweden. So, yeah, the food is good and, yeah, everything is great.
And talk to us about the guys being in the room with this group of guys, tight group, and what's that like, and what's it like playing with a guy like Ty Voigt night in and night out?
Yeah, he's a great player, makes unbelievable passes sometimes. And, yeah, outside the rink, he's a good guy too.
And Benny, from your perspective, if my math is right, I think you've picked up points now in 8 straight home games. Does this team, are you beginning to feel like you're owning home ice a little more than maybe you did last year?
Yeah, no, 100%. I think we talked about that at the start of the year. Is we want to build confidence in our home arena, and I think that's been something that we've done really well this year, and we're continuing that stretch of still trying to build it, obviously. It's never going to be good enough at the end of the day until we bring it home. So I think at the end of the day, we're just going to keep coming out and trying to get points in every game.
And you talked a little bit about being down, obviously, a ton of defensemen over the past little while. I mean, Dilly was only back for a game, and Ryan's been out a couple of games after being out for a long time. What does that say about what this team can be once you got a full lineup? I mean, you really haven't played with a full lineup all season long.
Yeah, I think the only game we played with the full lineup might have been the first game in about the first 20 minutes until Dilly kind of left that one. But I think we got a really deep roster this year. I think proving it today with a big win over Mississauga with a lot of guys out. It's exciting. I mean, when you look back, and I don't feel worried or anything when any of those guys are out there. And we still got a lot of great players that aren't playing. So it's going to be really exciting to see what we can do this year and moving forward with it.
And what about your performance tonight? You felt confident. You looked like you were kind of under control. Talk about your performance.
Yeah, I think for me, I'm trying to still build confidence and keep going with it. The last few have been good for me, and I think it's just about keeping those going and building up over the year and hopefully gaining some more confidence.
And Marcus, from your perspective, talk to us a little bit about sort of the differences that you've noticed between playing in Sweden and playing in Canada as far as the style of hockey is concerned.
Yeah, it's a little bit faster here. It's the rink in Sweden is a little bit bigger, so you have more time with the puck, and here you need to think faster and make passes faster and everything.
And here, obviously, you're playing 2 and a lot of times 3 times on a weekend. How does the schedule differ from playing here as opposed to Sweden? Did you play a lot of hockey this early in the season in Sweden?
Yeah, it's more games here. I think it's like around 40 games in Sweden. So yeah, here it's more games. So yeah.
And Ben, from your perspective, looking forward, you've got Saginaw and Flint, a couple of divisional rivals this weekend. Just talk a little bit about what you're expecting this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I think going into every game we expect to win, and there's no difference with this weekend. We want to go in, we want to get as many points as possible and start piling them up. It's at the end of the day, we want to get home ice advantage when it comes to playoffs, and we want to be a top contending team. So these games are as important as they get, especially when they're divisional and conference. It doesn't get any more important than that. So going into these, trying to prepare as best as possible to be ready to go.
There's one more thing I was going to ask you now, and then I forget what it is. Mitch Young. I noticed Mitch Young out there tonight. He's playing in his 5th game in the OHL. His confidence looks like it's really growing. He's playing well defensively. He's jumping into the play offensively. Picked up his first OHL point tonight. From your perspective, looking at his play from in front of you, what are you seeing out there?
Yeah, no, I think he's been awesome. It's something that at the end of the day, you never know what you're going to get. But he's been awesome. He came in, played confident right away, and I mean, there's not much else to say. He's been really good, and I think he's surpassed a lot of people's expectations, and he's done really well in these last few games. And it was an awesome first point for him. I think he's really confident with the puck, and it's pretty nice to see how smooth he is with it and moves up the ice with it.
Nice, guys.